Good evening, everyone. So welcome back to the stream. Now let's just have a look and see if I can get this up. Oh, no, that's wrong. There we go. So we are going back to Megaquarium today. So we are going to resume the game. We are playing the Freshwater. This is what we finished off last time. And again, remember, if it is too loud, if my voice is too loud, anything goes a bit fishy, other than the aquarium itself, then please let me know and I will try and sort it out for you. Now, we are going to go... Side tangent, no. Here we go, you win. So, we have just finished Hitama, and we are going to Paskovka. No clue if that's how you actually say it, but this time we will be starting with breeding. So, Paskovka is very different to other aquariums you have managed, because it is primarily a research lab, and therefore not for the entertainment of guests. To begin with, your aquarium will be closed to the public, and therefore you won't have any guests. This means that you won't be able to generate ecology, science, or prestige points. Thankfully, the owners have deep pockets and will be providing you with a daily grant of 500 coins to fund your operation. Always nice. Complete your objectives and you will be able to increase this grant amount. Good luck. So I don't know if this means that we'll be getting more every day or just a one-off, but we shall see. So, introduction to acid. So far, all the freshwater animals you have encountered have enjoyed neutral pH conditions. This is the natural starting point of water in your aquarium, so you haven't had to do anything special to maintain this. Your first objective involves building a habitat for an animal that requires acidic water, the Amazonian angelfish. Very pretty. To make water acidic, you need to add sufficient acid-producing objects. It works a lot like temperature. The amount of acid has to be greater or equal to the water of the tank, or the volume of the tank. You have two choices when it comes to acid sources. Passive sources such as bogwood, which require no maintenance, and active sources such as reverse osmosis machines or RO machines. However, these require regular maintenance with RO membranes. Follow the objective to create the first acidic tank. Okay, so we start off paused and we start off close to the public. So we need one Amazon angelfish. What do we have at the moment? Baseman's rainbow and these two citrullid. I still don't know how to pronounce that. I really should have looked that up. That may have been a good idea. But we need the Amazonian angelfish. So it doesn't matter much what type of tank we use, so I'm just going to use a lagoon tank, same size as the other ones. Now we need fresh water, the Amazonian angelfish. Just put one in there for now so that we get all the different needs up. So it needs a bogwood, it needs a plant, and then it needs acid, and obviously temperature and water quality. So let's go to equipment. Start off with a large filter and a large heater, and then an RO machine. Now this will only give us 50, but we will get some from the bog. So if we go to decorations and go down here, we get 5. So I'm just going to put 2 in there. Okay, sufficient acid, and we need a plant. So we will get the Amazon sword, since it's an Amazonian fish. Breeding. Good work, you've passed the test. By creating the perfect acidic environment for the angelfish, you've demonstrated that you have the attention to detail and scientific approach required for the next task. The real reason you were invited to Paskovka, the breeding program. Your next challenge is to successfully breed a convict cichlid here in the aquarium. The process varies for every species and can be quite involved with many steps. Consult your objectives for the details and notify the owners once you have successfully bred your first animal. Okay, so that was in this tank. So, if we open these up, so all of their care requirements are filled, and it is now looking for a mate. So there are 3 potential mates. This game doesn't actually differentiate between male and female. It just, yeah, any fish can mate with any other fish. So there is a 42% chance of finding a mate each day. This one isn't fully grown yet, so you cannot breed yet. What I am going to do though, is I am going to move these ones into their own tank. All 3 of those all connect to each other. And then I can pick this up, move it here, and it has everything it needs. Excellent. So we need to start the time. It's still close to the public for now. But it needs time to pass in order for it to actually find a mate. Collect this one. I'm going to speed up the time. So first of all, they find a mate. Then sometimes they need special things in order to lay their eggs. Then the eggs need to grow, they hatch into fry, and then the fry grow into adults. So it's definitely in depth. And there's also a chance of other fish eating the eggs. Like sometimes even the parents will also eat the eggs. Here we go, they've ticked off, found a mate. So as you see here, they can't find a flat surface to breed. So you need to go in here, and here is the flat surface. There are 2 flat surfaces here, and that means that there are 2 places for eggs to be laid. So there is a 27% chance of breeding today. Hopefully we've got enough food for everything. Yep, everything looks good. it really is just a waiting game. But as soon as they have deposited the eggs, I'm going to pause it again, so we can read through what's coming up. Hello, Corner Gun Games. Hello, I'm in the hospital. You're in the hospital? Okay, what happened? And yeah, I can understand it is definitely boring in the hospital. But I hope that you're not going to be in there much longer, that you're getting better from whatever it is that took you into the hospital. There we go, there's the eggs, so we pause it again. So, first of all we have a look here, so it says this animal has bred recently, it will be able to breed again in 10 days. And this is also helpful, it means that you don't get completely overwhelmed. And we have here the spawn, or basically the eggs, so there are 16 babies. And the parents are number 1 and 2. And okay, if a parent is present, it will protect them from the first 7% of predation. So, all animals with a size of 5 or less will predate on eggs and fry, with the exception of parents. However, sometimes the parents will also decide, oh, those eggs look tasty. So, 2 predators are present, reducing survival rate by 2%, but because they are being protected by their parent, the final modifier to survival rate is 0%. However, their base survival rate is 72%, which means that 72% of the babies will survive each day. So that will go down. It takes them 3 days to grow, and yeah, the 72% isn't actually that bad. They do get a bit lower. This is also something which is new. This used to be all lumped in under the SA1. So let's see. 3 more days till they hatch. Let's check the mail here. So 3 fish have grown and they have bred, yes. Cool. I forgot something. I need a membrane dispenser so I can actually refill that. That's not good. Come quickly, refill it. There we go. Would not have been good for them to die. But the 72% is also shown up here through them not being technically completely healthy. Okay, and they have both grown, okay. And as you can see, there are only 12 eggs left today. Oh, your baby's here! Oh, congratulations! Yeah, it is still a little bit boring in the hospital. But I hope that everything is going well. Hope the birth was smooth and everything, and that you are home soon. One more day and then these babies will be born. I remember when I got back from hospital with my son, the first thing that I wanted to do was sleep. Okay, the eggs have hatched. So, they are now spawn. They currently have a 51% rate of survival, but it's minus 20% because they don't have a cave. and their basic survival rate is 67%. And again, they have people, well, I say people, they have other fish which want to eat them. So we go back, we get them a cave, and then it's back up to 71% because they get plus 4% from good water quality. On that note, I'm going to just make sure that we have everything that we need because they were starting to lose water quality. And oh, let's even put it up even more to 73%. 3 more days. And yeah, we will see how many babies remain at the end of the day. Powdered eggs. Yeah, it doesn't sound very appetizing. But, you know, the first thing I wanted to do when I got home was to sleep. And then after I woke up, I was starving hungry because I didn't get any food at all in the hospital. Oh, and now we've got some more eggs. So, number 3, number 4, so we've got the same thing with those. And that will just keep on happening until, well, either they run out of space in the tank, or there's no more space on the rock and everything. So let's have a look here. So, yep, that's hatched. They have bread. One more day, there's 3 at the moment. Let's see how many we end up with. Most of the time you're lucky if you get just 1 each time. And that's even from starting with something like, as you saw with the first lot of eggs, 16 eggs. There we go, they have grown into adults. The next generation. Is that the flipper flapper of tiny fins I hear? Well done. Raising an animal in captivity is a truly impressive accomplishment. But the owners don't want you to rest on your laurels. Inspired by your achievement, they have increased your daily grant by 500. Very nice. They are curious to see what other freshwater animals can be bred in captivity. Okay. Open the gates. In order to complete your final objective, you need ecology points to unlock new animals. The only way to generate these is to open the research lab to the public. The owners took some convincing, but on the back of your achievements thus far, they are on board. A few notes. This is still a research facility. You will earn no revenue from guests entering the aquarium. This is not an entertainment venue. You will earn no prestige. On the plus side, you are also immune to negative prestige. Guests will not expect you to provide food or drink, however they may get tired or need to use the toilet. Remember, your goal is to generate ecology and science points to unlock the necessary animals and equipment for your work. Try not to get too distracted by the guests. You can open and close the aquarium at any time by selecting the entrance and using the toggle. Okay, let's close, well, pause. Now, that is one very good thing. We don't need to worry about any of the guests coming in. I will still move some of these around. First we're going to extend out this way a bit. Just to give a little bit more space for moving around. So first of all, that there. toilet. I'm not doing what's now. Wait a minute, they need to get out as well. Eventually I'll put these a bit more out of the way so people can walk around. But I'm hoping that if I eventually put arrows around and everything, then people will actually go around and give me the maximum number of ecology and science points. That's the plan anyway. Now let's have a look here. So, oh, we got 2 of them. So now we have 6 of them. You can open the aquarium. There we go. Gotta breed them all. Your final objective is to breed a selection of different animals here in the aquarium. First you will need to unlock them using ecology points, then build a suitable habitat for them, noting that some will require acidic conditions. Finally, you must ensure that additional breeding requirements are met. Remember that you can get extra breeding information about an animal by selecting them and hovering over its breeding icon. Tip, you might get better breeding survival rates if you remove potential predators from the tank after the eggs have spawned. Okay, so here is our list of things that we need to breed. We have quite a bit of money here. I'm going to put this here. And this tank is actually going to move over here. And let go. Like that. Put some more walls. First of all, what do we have here? So we have the tinfoil bath and Bozeman's rainbow. Those are not on the list. Those we've already read. The Midas is also not on the list. And the Amazonian angelfish is also not on the list. So let's make another tank here. And another tank here. Let's see if we have some more. No, we don't at the moment, so we need to play. And now, let's go for the ecology poster. Really try and get our ecology up. Now, first of all, we need Congo and Cardinal Tetra. Oh, but wait. Here we go. This one is going to be quicker. Let's get the red striped earth eater. And the good thing about this is that we don't need to worry about these being empty because we won't get any negatives. A new accessory. You can now unlock a new accessory, sneakers. These nifty shoes increase your staff's fitness. This in turn increases their movement speed and makes them more effective at gift shop and cleaning tasks. Each staff member can only equip one accessory at a time. You will need to choose the best accessory for a given staff member based on their role in your aquarium. Okay, in this one, not really needed. Now let's have a closer look at this red striped earth eater. Yeah, this one is acidic or neutral, so we can have it share with the Amazonian angelfish. So let's just get a pump. That one and that one. Then pulls it very quickly. Make sure that we've got everything we need. That can go there, and we're going to need another one, maybe even another two. Let's have a look. Yeah, that is 50. So let's do another one. There we go. And then that can be moved over here. There we go. Still fast forward, which is good. Okay, they've hatched again. Here we go. If you're looking to generate ecology fast, give ecology posters a go. Once, oh, okay. Ledger breeding filter. Have you tried the ledger yet? It allows you to keep track of all your tanks and animals in one handy place. So that is this one here. When you have breedable animals available, the ledger gains an additional filter, breeding. This will filter the ledger so that it only shows the breedable animals, eggs and fry. It will also show useful information such as the current stage of breeding that an animal has reached. Okay. Doesn't look like it's giving much information. Ah, here we go. Yeah. So it shows you the water quality, how many days. That's quite good. Oh! And this one can mutate, which is why it's got this special RNA strand. But that is something that we'll most likely be covering later on. So let's get this up again. Let's actually pause quickly so I can read this through. Okay, once placed, attach an ecology poster to a tank to create a new attraction for guests. Ecology posters generate ecology based on the number of different species in the attached tank. Tip, you're better off placing a few posters on your best tanks rather than attaching one to every tank. Guests can get bored of reading if you have too many. So we're already unlocking that, and I'm going to accept this quest because 2000 ecology is nothing to sneeze at. It's going to be very useful for us to try and get everything done. Yeah, I have Discord. Good evening, Nord. How are you doing? Just need to wait for things to continue now. Let's get a bit more space here. red striped earth eater. So they need to be in a group of at least 2. They are a wimp, but we're housing them by themselves, so it's all fine. They need vegetables, they need caves, and they need bogwoods. They also need 5 or more different decorations or static animals. Okay, so it's corals and things. Okay. Then breeding. When fully grown and all care requirements are met, this animal has a chance of creating offspring with another animal. For this species, breeding consists of the following steps. Find a suitable mate, breed in a suitable location, which is a flat surface. The fry will eat green pellets and will need cave. Okay, so very much like the Amazon angelfish. So we need to put at least 2 of them in here. Let's put in some caves. Actually, let's put in this one. We need some bogwoods. We need 2 of those. And they need some flat surfaces. Should be plenty. How much more do they need in here? They need 2 more decorations. So let's put in that, and let's get a shop. There we go. They need vegetables. I'm not sure if we've got any of those in there. Yep, we have vegetables, and we also are going to need green pellets for the babies. So let's get some green pellets. Why can we not get green pellets? Okay, I guess we need to wait for the babies to be born first. I'm going to get another tool station. That can also go here. It is so nice not having to worry about them, but the guests not wanting to see all the different machines and everything. We can just put them all together and then have all of the different things spread out so they can see everything. Breeding like rabbits. If you have enough of a particular species, you can stop them breeding by removing at least one of their breeding requirements. The approach will depend on the species. For some, you can remove their breeding location. For others, you might need to divide or reduce the size of the group. Removing an animal's breeding requirements won't do it any harm. It will just curb their enthusiasm for breeding. That is something that it can slowly get a little bit out of control. Like we've started off with 4 of these, we now have 9. And there are several of them. Oh, that they have found a mate. These 3 are looking for a mate. They will breed again in 3 days. And they have found a mate. So oh, and we've now got 15 eggs, which will hatch eventually into 1 or 2 fish. Well, we'll hatch into more, it'll only grow up into 1 or 2. But as you can guess, this will make it very, very crowded in a very short time. Now what's this? Okay, we don't have any crustaceans, so that's fine. We just need to wait and see. Oh, we need the ecology poster, which will go onto this one. And I might even move that into there as well. Yeah, let's move these 2. Egg Scatterer. You have just unlocked your first Egg Scatterer. Egg Scatterers form breeding groups and scatter their eggs simultaneously. Oh, they have leveled up. Okay. Let's just go to the important ones. Okay, so we now have the Blind Cave Tetra. So it needs to be in a group of at least 3. They need caves and rocks. They are billies. They are nibblers. And if I just go on to here, then we can have a look at what their breeding requirements are. Okay, so they need a spawning group of at least 5 animals. Okay. And then they wait for the right moment. Let's get 2 more of them. And we need to get another cave. And some rocks. Okay, and then they found a spawning group, and now they are waiting for the right moment. All animals in the group will breed simultaneously. Message settings. The messages which are generated when you breed some new spawn or hatch some eggs can be really helpful, but sometimes they just get in the way of the thing you're really focused on. Thankfully, you can switch with any you want interest in using the toggles in the interface section of the options menu. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with just using toggles here. But I need to get some new stuff. Let's get you two. So we've got some cleaning for the toilets. And it's just a case of waiting. Let's have a look at these. So they are looking for a mate. They're looking for a flat surface, which they have. They have a 20% chance of breeding. The ecology poster is nearly done. And then if we go back here, so we've got the red striped earth eater in this one. We've got the blind cave tetra here. And then down here we are breeding the Congo tetra. And then next we'll go for the cardinal tetra. And this one is another shoulder. You need at least 8 of them. Oh, there's the ecology poster. Let's get the lunch here. So this will be for one of the tetras. This one, after I have bred them, I might move them in with the Amazon angelfish. Not too sure. Okay, so they have grown. More babies. More babies. More babies. More babies. It's also quite cool that you can see them more in here as well, and it will highlight which one it is, so you can pick them up and move them around. You can have a tank which is just for actually rearing the baby fish, so it gives them a better chance of surviving each day. You can also control what they have in the tank, how good the water quality is. There's generally for the babies, the better the water quality and the more chance they have of surviving. Okay, let's have a look at chat quickly while we wait. Real Nord, I'm doing great, how about you? I am also doing quite well. Last couple of days were a little bit more difficult. My son got a lung infection, so I was looking after him. And I was also feeling a bit under the weather, but otherwise, just lots going on. Simpson Sim, hello, nice to meet you. I hope that you are having a great week, or you have had a great week. Now let's see what's come up. The Congo Tetra, so let's go to the Cardinal Tetra next. And I'm just going to put it on play now, not fast forward. So, the Congo Tetra. They need light to induce spawning, and they need to have 8 at least. Okay, so 2 more. We need brine shrimp spawning. And we just go through here. So that has settled pretty much all of the needs of the tank, which is good. So now I just need to put decorations in. So this is 5, I need 8, I'll just put that one. Okay. Oh, they need light, okay. Lights. There we go. Yeah, so now they are waiting for the right moment. Okay. And thankfully I left the 2x2 square. I didn't actually see that before. That could have been awkward. Okay. I think I might need to take their stone away from them. They do the stone, okay. Fine, there's your stone back. I don't want to directly cause them to die. Okay, we've got the blind tetra here. So let's have a look here. So, oh, even this baby's parents will predate on them. So what I will do then is a pause. Now I am going to expand up here, and I'm going to make some baby tanks. Don't need to be too big. They need some caves. There we go. still haven't read yet. Okay. But since I've now got 2 of these, I can put these in this one. And I can take this stone away. Because we have plenty of babies now. We do not need more. And power. There we go. Let's quickly have a check if there are any issues. Excellent. Okay, so that should take care of those. When they hatch, I'm going to need to move them out. And they're still looking for flat stones. For whatever reason, they can't find them. I mean, they are fish. It's so much easier to do this and not have to worry about well, any of the prestige stuff. Okay, let's have a look here. So they have hatched. They have bread. Is there anything else I've missed? No. Anything in here that I have missed? No. So when can you freeze again? 6 days. Okay. Yeah, this one doesn't need anything special to have them breed. I just need to put it down from 5 to 4 and it will be perfectly fine, but at least it should be. Oh. Ah, okay, I have Congo spawn. And that's all the parts that are good. Okay. This is another one where even the parents will predate on them. Because obviously none of them know which parents they are. They all get mixed up. Okay, 67%. There's not much that you can do to increase the chances of the eggs surviving. Okay, let's get this up and ready. Then we get this guy, which hopefully won't be too much longer. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to use the sign. Where's the sign? you go, ecology poster. Oh, there we go. That poster should ensure a steady stream of ecology. Remember to maximise the number of different species in the tank attached to the poster to maximise its point income. A tip, in normal games where prestige generation is not disabled, ecology posters will earn you some prestige as well. And there we get our cardinal tetra. Okay, choose now. I just get this one. So let's pause quickly. So we have Congo tetra and blind cave tetra. Okay, they can't go together. Now we need the cardinal tetra. Okay, the Amazon angelfish can go in here. Put that. And then this new one that we've got needs at least 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gonna need some more filtration. And they need some plants. There we go. They need fluffy foliage. Available via a merchant or trade in this scenario. Okay, so let's have a look here. Which one's tank? Okay, so we need to move those out. And this one? No. And that one? Yes. They fit. Just about. And this one, moss balls for sale. So I need them to breed the tetras, so they go in that one. That's a Congo tetra. That's cave tetra. That's cardinal tetra. There you go. Okay. I think that's it. Let's have a look here. So we have eggs for most of these. It's just a cardinal tetra that we're waiting for. Okay, 40% chance, not bad. Let's have a look here. So we have spawn, they're fry, they need to grow up. And here we have some more spawn, and in here we have some eggs. Okay, what about you? Really? Right. You don't need that anymore. Here, you can have that. Only a 30% chance of reading today of the 4 free flat surfaces. Apparently they just don't like reading. Okay, I hope Danny's getting this. Yes, we went to the paediatrician. he came home from school. He wanted to go in because he had a dictation that he needed to do, and he really wanted to make sure that he did it. And but that when he came home, his breath, you could hear that something was wrong. So the next morning we went to the doctor, and the doctor said that his lungs sounded like an old steam train. So yeah, but he got some antibiotics, and he got a nebulizer spray thing, you know, similar to what they have for asthma. And he's a lot better already. Even good enough that today he went out on his bike for a bit. Simpson Sim 07, you are starting a new job tomorrow, a little anxious. I hope you get, yes, thank you very much for the well wishes. And you're starting a job in healthcare. Well, good luck. And yeah, I hope that everything goes well. I was tabbed out and missed this. Okay, so live cultures. You've just hatched your first fry that eats live food. To maintain a supply of food, you'll need a live culture. These work like regular food dispensers, except they themselves require a supply of food. Keep it well fed and the capacity of the live culture will grow, providing even more food for your picky animals. Okay, so let's pause. Yep, so they need live Artemia. Wrong one. So, gonna place it over here. Then I need plankton, so I can actually feed the live Artemia. It says they still have good water quality. It is 72 out of 65 here. There's only so much that you can do. One thing which is also something you need to pay attention to is that they don't take up any space in the tank. So they can be laying eggs all over the place, and it won't take up any space. They'll just keep on getting eaten. Let's have a look here as well. It's a blind tetra. These guys only have 1 day left, and then I think I'm gonna have to sell them. What's wrong here? Not sure what went wrong there. And then, oh, that's probably gonna be up here. Yep. Hatched into fry, and then these guys have bread. Okay, so let's move all of these over here. Balls, so they can't breathe anymore. And then in here we need the RA machine. Okay. And now we can fast forward again because it is really just a case of waiting. Oh wait, grab these guys. One. Doesn't really matter again. You were eating, okay. And now they're looking for a place to breathe. Let's get some more people, just in case that's what we need. What's happened here? Ah, we now have blade and cave tetras. Okay. And they go in this one here. So what I am going to do is I'm actually going to sell them. And sell one of those. So they shouldn't be able to read, I think. Seriously, I think these ones should be the blind ones, since they cannot find a flat surface. Oh, anyway, let us see what's going on. Yep, that's all good. None of the people are leveling up. None of them locked that. Let's just pick that. Ah, the Adolfo's Quarry. Adolfo's Quarry is communal. This means they like to share with lots of other species rather than just their own kind. Creating a tank that can keep lots of different species together, happy together, can be a challenge, but I'm sure you're up to the task. So they like to be with 2 other species at least. I'm not going to be doing it this time. Ah, finally! Baby Earth-Eater. Okay. They can go in this one. And then we can move both these in here. And it really is just a case of waiting. Oh, and they're not happy because they need something more. How about that? Yep, they're happy now. Okay, so we just need to wait for all of these guys to hatch and grow up, and then everything will be fine. Ah, they're fine. Can that go in there? Yep, it still fits. So we can delete that. Yep, sell that. Congo Tetra, which is this one, I believe. Is it this one? Yes, Congo Tetra. Just got the Earth-Eater and the Cardinals. So, hopefully this could be okay. Let's go back to check on chat quickly. Yeah. Just hope facehuggers come out. Or don't. Okay, not sure why they would come out. I'm just gonna move this one quickly over here so that it's closer to the tanks. Cardinal Tetra. But I am going to sell all of these. this one left over. Hopefully it won't take too long. Okay. Yep. Lots and lots of messages. And then Alfred has leveled up. Isla has leveled up. Yeah, you can go for clean. And Olive has leveled up. Yeah, also clean. Why not? And we don't really need to research anything more now, but might as well put something on there. Okay, that's 5, that's good. And they need green pellets, which we don't have at the moment. Here we go. This has been a little bit of a different one, just as an introduction to breeding. So it makes a lot of sense that they wouldn't want you to be distracted too much with having to get prestige and looking after all the customers and everything like that. So disabling that for this one is definitely a good idea. Breeding does get extremely complicated. Okay, they have hatched, yep. One more day. But yeah, everything's going well at the moment. I might, in a minute, after I've finished this level, actually take a short break and then come back with some house liver. I'm not too sure though. Would you be interested in watching some house liver? Ah, there we go. You win. You should be proud. You've led the breeding project here in Paskovka above and beyond the initial expectations of this small research facility. Perhaps you are ready for a more conventional challenge though. If so, an intriguing opportunity awaits you in Barachi. Okay. So we get close here. We've got our one fish that grew up. We can get rid of that. Oh, and yeah, they've already had more babies. I should probably have gotten rid of the light. Ah well. So we are all done now. So I can close my windows and I can save. Freshwater Series. There we go. Now, would you be interested in watching some house flipper? If so, I will take a short break to get something to drink and bits, and then I will be back. Flip those houses. Yeah, house flipper is cool. Okay, in that case.